Guys, still working on this es300, just doing all 4 struts on it today, new brakes. Anyhow, again, I noticed there wasn't much information on working on these. When you want to do the rear struts, this is actually the location. I'll get some light on the other side. What you do is you go in, the lower portion of the seat just pops up. You actually just grab the edge, pops up, it comes out of these clips. There's 3 of them. And then the back, there are 2 bolts. This is actually the seat bracket bolt. It's a 12 millimeter. This is the seat belt bolt. It's a 14 millimeter. That's it right there. So this actually bolts in here. And then the seat backing bolts in here on both sides. So you'll have 4 bolts to remove. Then the seat slides up and you'll be able to get it out. Let me get you some light over here. Once you get the seats out, which should take you less than 5 minutes, here's the actual strut assembly. So you don't have to remove the rear deck. You just basically have to get in there. Those are 12 millimeter bolts. I would recommend a wrench and a ratcheting wrench for the first one right here. Hold on, sorry for the shakiness. For the first one, use a wrench and a ratcheting, and then you can just use a deep ball socket and a ratchet to get those off. And I'll show you what to do after that. Alright, so now I got the wheel off. I actually had to go to Lexus because we lost the wheel lock key. Well, it didn't come with one, so we had to have them remove it. Once you get in here, here's your actual strut assembly. You're going to have to disconnect the sway bar end link, which is this piece right here. So you'll disconnect the sway bar end link, 14 millimeter on that one. Then you're going to have a bracket for your brake line. Again, this is another 12 millimeter and a 10 millimeter, and that's for your ABS sensor. So you disconnect these 2, leave them floating, and then right under here is your strut mount. Okay, so you'll have 2 bolts, one down here, one up here. I believe those are 19s or 17s. So you'll go ahead and remove those. Once you get everything disconnected, disconnect your brake line, your sway bar end link, and your ABS sensor mount. Disconnect all those first, have those free floating, then go in and take these out. I find it best to just use a breaker bar, get them loose, go ahead and spray some PB on there. That's what I'll do next. Once you have it free and you get this out, this is actually a loose assembly right now because it's not mounted in the top anymore. Once you get that out, I'll show you over here. Go ahead and use a spring compressor. I just rented these from O'Reilly's. Go ahead and hook them onto the spring and run them down. They're 19 millimeters. These are the front struts. But once they come out and you have it compressed, you want to get it compressed enough to where you can see the spring lift off the bottom and be a little loose on the top, and then go ahead and back it out. Your nut on the rears, the fronts are 19 millimeters. The rears are 22 millimeter. So go ahead and back that off, and then pull your spring assembly, any hardware or boots, and then just swap the new strut in, reassemble. All right, man, good luck.